So for today's quick video, I'm going to talk about sprouting seeds on your own. You can make your very own salad sprouts, and it's really easy to do. Really, the only thing that you need is to actually find seeds. So this is a 5-part salad mix. This contains alfalfa, radish, mung bean, lentil, and broccoli. I like the assortment that it has, but you can also find different varieties of seeds that only have a single plant if you're looking for that. I got this at my local health food store. You're probably more likely to find these at other healthy grocery stores, Sprouts, Whole Foods, Central Markets, those kinds of things. You may be able to find them at the garden stores as well, but these are more of a food item. All you need to get started is a jar or even any kind of container. Something that's going to be easy to wash, really. The other thing that you'll also want to have is, hopefully you can get a sprouting seed jar. These come usually in a set. You can buy them online, but if you don't have these, that's okay. It just makes it a lot easier to strain the water out when you need to do so. You can use a little strainer if you don't have a lid for it, or you may be able to use cheesecloth, but this will probably catch the seeds and have a lot of fragments stuck in it that could be annoying. So if you don't have a seed jar, another option that you can also try is if you've got plastic soup containers, you can poke holes in the lids. That will make it easy to drain while still providing a lid for your sprouts. So the thing that you want to do is, once you've got your seeds, it only takes about, this was actually a teaspoon of seeds that I used here. This is the 5th day that I've had these sprouts going for, so I started these at the beginning of the week. And then the very first day, you're going to soak your seeds for 8 to 12 hours. And you'll just put in your seeds in the jar, fill up enough water just to make sure that they're covered. Nothing's really going to happen with them, it's just to get moisture into the seeds. And then after that 8 to 12 hour period, you just drain out your water. And then make sure you leave your seeds somewhere that the water can drain out. You don't want them sitting in a bunch of water. So I usually lay my sprouts flat, and that lets the water drain into this bowl here. After you've soaked them, you want to make sure that you rinse and drain your seeds 2 to 3 times a day. And this is important because if you don't drain and rinse them, they can get moldy, which is not a good thing either. You can usually have them grow big enough to eat and use on your salads, sandwiches, whatever you might use sprouts for after about 5 to 6 days. Like I said, this is about 5 days for me. And I'll probably wait another day or 2 to harvest these. I previously tried 1.5 teaspoons in one of these quart-size ball jars, and it was way too many seeds for a jar of this size. So this is just a tablespoon that's in here. So once you're done, you can just open up your sprouts and pluck them out as you need to be. I like to rinse off the shells because, as you can see, there's some of the fragments that have come out the shells that have sprouted. But once you've done that, they're ready to eat. I'd consider this a pretty easy project. The hardest part is going to be finding your seeds. If you can't find them online, like I said, you can try your local health food stores and possibly your higher-end garden centers.
Personally, I wouldn't recommend using just a regular bag of gardening seeds to make your sprouts, as they're usually sprayed with either some sort of chemicals or germination product to help them germinate better in the soil. But you can practice with wheat berries or other things that you'd usually use for food consumption as well.
Look for ones that are specifically for sprouting. Hope this was helpful.